हेलो दोस्तों, दिस इज भारत कुमार एंड यू आर वाचिंग माय चैनल निर्मल इन्फो अपडेट्स।
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Pakistan has moved 2 divisions of troops along the line of control on its side of Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan, the area that adjoins Ladakh on the north, intelligence sources have indicated. The development is being seen by Indian intelligence as part of Pakistan's efforts to open up a two-front war with India. Sources have said there have been a series of meetings between Chinese and Pakistani officials in recent weeks, followed by the massing of troops in Gilgit-Baltistan. Indian news website The Economic Times has quoted sources as saying that Chinese officials are holding talks with cadres of terror outfit al-Badr to incite violence in Jammu and Kashmir. Radars on the Pakistan side are reportedly fully activated and on high alert. The rise in Chinese air activity near to eastern Ladakh has raised the possibility of the Pakistan Air Force using air bases in Gilgit-Baltistan. While India is holding talks with China on the disengagement of troops along the 4,057 km line of actual control, satellite images have shown a rise in troop deployments and armored vehicles on both sides of the border. The development comes just weeks after India and China engaged in violent clashes in Ladakh that left 20 Indian soldiers dead. China's new Z-8G transport helicopters were recently spotted during a large-scale military exercise near a disputed Himalayan border. The new Z-8G helicopters attached to an Army aviation brigade under the PLA 76th Group Army took part in a flight training exercise at an extremely low altitude in Plateau area. The Global Times described the Z-8G as a large transport helicopter that focuses on plateau operations. The new helicopter flew for the first time in 2014. Powered by 3 domestic WZ-6C turbojets, it has a maximum takeoff weight of 13.8 tons, 30,360 pounds. It can carry 30 troops, or 5 tons, 11,000 pounds, of cargo, for up to 1,000 kilometers, 600 miles. The helicopter can take off from 4,500 meters above sea level and has a ceiling of more than 6,000 meters. An updated troop transport version of the Z-8G helicopter entered service with PLA ground forces in early 2018. The Indian Army is all set to purchase small arms through a foreign military sales (FMS) route from a U.S.-based firm FN Herstal for the Special Forces (SF). The 7.62x 51mm FN Scar, made by a U.S. unit of Belgium's FN Herstal, is being purchased by the Army under its own financial powers and is roughly around Rs. 200 to 300 crore, confirmed a source. The 7.62x 51mm FN Scar is going to help in the upgrading of the firepower of SF in the dense jungles of the northeastern Myanmar and will be replacing the 1B'LMGs which were manufactured by the Ordnance Factory Board (OFB) almost a few decades ago. These small weapons are considered to be of critical value for the special forces as support weapons, enabling them with heavy firepower. The modernization of the Special Forces has been pending since 2005 and last year a decision was taken to start the process gradually of the Special Forces and a decision to procure from the US through the FMS route was taken. This 7.62mm of general-purpose machine gun was designed in the 1950s at the Fabrique Nationale, FN, in Belgium by a man named Ernest Verveer. In India, this has been licensed produced by OFB. The modernization of the Special Forces has been pending since 2005 and last year a decision was taken to start the process gradually of the Special Forces and a decision to procure from the US through the FMS route was taken. It is apparent that control of the Straits of Malacca is within grasp, either singly or in concert with the US for the last decade at least. Strategic commentators have advocated that India's continental power asymmetry with China, which uses intrusions as an instrument of coercive diplomacy and refuses to either delineate the line of actual control, LAC, or settle the boundary question, can be offset by exploiting its maritime superiority against Chinese seagoing assets in the East Indian Ocean. India has shied away from exploring this ready option in deference to the Wuhan and Malipuram spirit and overall, to keep the China front quiet in order to buy time to make up the power gap. New Delhi's more recent obsession to fix Islamabad, rather than decouple it from Beijing, has left it between the devil and the deep sea. It is the sea dimension that provides a window of diminishing opportunity, as China's People's Liberation Army Navy plan is fast developing into a blue water navy, which has already asserted its maritime superiority in South China Sea. It's about 5 years before it shows its flag in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.